Hey everybody, I wanted to thank you for sticking by us and following the stories here. Things are going to get more exciting as we go. I'm going to go back and update some of the first blog posts that I did because I started out with this blog, didn't really know how to go about it or what to do. So, the first ones are pretty quick and I learned how important the videos are, so I'm going to go back and touch on some things. So the first one I wanted to update was one of the first ones where I talked about the 1 hour flight lesson. It was real short and sweet, and I wanted to expand on it with some video because it's easier than trying to type. The 1 hour flight lesson, basically before I got into instructing in helicopters and flying helicopters, I had a law enforcement background and I was a firearms instructor, and prior to going to firearms instructor school I went to an instructor development course, and basically they said, don't ever keep somebody in a classroom for more than 1 hour because the human brain needs, after an hour it needs a break. You need to get up, walk around, go get something to drink, go use the restroom, and then 5 or 10 minutes later get back at it. And all these years later, flying helicopters is exactly the same thing going on in the aircraft. I can literally tell when it's been 1 hour when you're flying with somebody. You're doing pretty good. The first 20 minutes you're warming up. The second 20 minutes you are doing really good and you're really absorbing everything. And the last 20 minutes you're still doing pretty good, but you start to fall off close to that hour. And I'm serious when I say I can be in the aircraft and without even looking at my watch, I know when it's been an hour. A person just doesn't do as well, and then they start kind of, maybe say you're working on normal approaches and they're going kind of good, and then you mess one up and you're at the end of the hour and then you say, well, let's do one more. Well, I've been there, and we went around and tried it again, and then it's not as good as the last one, and then a person, let's go one more time. I want to clean this up before I quit. It ends up just going downhill from there. So the point is, the human brain can take about an hour, and in 10 years of teaching, that's what I found. 1 hour is good enough. If you're having a bad day, make it even shorter. But the 1 hour lesson really, really, really is important, and it works. So keep your flight training in an hour, and if you're having a bad day and it's not going so good, quit before an hour. Save your money. That's one way to do it. So keep the stories coming, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks.